Hello, everybody, and welcome back to SheffPlays. Today, we're going to be talking about the RE4 remake and doing a little review. And what I think of it so far. I haven't beaten it yet. However, the gameplay you're seeing in the background is my own gameplay. I am in Chapter 10 out of 16, and I'm about 9 hours into this run. Uh, Obviously, gameplay spoilers ahead because this is very far in the game. But yeah, I'm just going to talk about what I think about the game so far and what I enjoy, and there's really nothing I don't enjoy, and I'll explain that. So, RE4 Remake is one of the best, if not the best, remake I've ever played. I think it follows faithful to the source material in kind of a weird way. Like, while playing, I noticed returning areas from the original were not where they were supposed to be. Like, for example, after you first meet the stranger or the merchant in the original one, and you go through the small section of village, and then you end up in the factory after getting the two puzzle pieces, you actually do that completely backwards, um, and use the puzzle piece that you find in that village on a different door. And it's nothing game breaking. Obviously, like, I don't mind it. I recognize all the places, but there is also definitely new places thrown in, both in the pacing and as little side areas, and I really enjoy that. Because I was a little worried going into this that I would know where everything was and be able to do everything and be through my first playthrough in like 4 hours, but that couldn't be further from the truth. There is so much added here, and one thing that made a difference immediately was the storage, which I utilize here and there that to make sure I always have an RPG in my inventory, as you'll see here. And this is just me going over the new gem system, which is you can find all these gems in treasure chests and boxes, and by doing side quests to get spinels and buying them off the merchant, and you can put whatever gems you want into whatever slots as long as it's the right shape. But one thing I didn't learn until actually recently in this playthrough is that there's certain combinations that get you more money. Uh, so that's kind of what I was trying to do with what I had. But no, it plays really fluid. The combat feels so much better. Like, I love the original RE4, don't get me wrong, but the combat in this is just butter smooth. I absolutely love it. The parrying takes a little while to get used to, but once you do, it's kind of just secondhand nature. Like, you don't even realize you're doing it half the time until you do. And it just flows so smooth. Another huge improvement that I really enjoy this time around is character development. Leon feels more fleshed out. Ashley definitely feels more fleshed out. Louise has had a ton of lines. There's already been like two more Ada cutscenes than in the original. It plays super smooth. I haven't run into Krauser yet. Some of the cutscenes do play out a little differently, uh, because there's no more QTEs anymore. So in order to make up for that, they just kind of changed how they did certain things. And I think it works really well because the cutscenes feel more like cutscenes, and I've seen a couple other people say this, and I totally agree, where you're able to pay more attention to the cutscenes and what's going on because you're not so worried about having to have some random button prompt pop up out of nowhere. Other than that, the merchant, the prices are different, but you also earn money a lot differently. Especially if you have the deluxe edition and have that gold case where you get more pesetas. Uh, the money earn rate is, or sorry, pre-order, not deluxe edition, but the money earn rate is so different. It's hard to explain. Like, right there, I got 4 peseta drops out of one box. That's also because my attaché case is gold. But regardless, uh, it's just, it flows different, and that right there reminded me as well. The spinels are no longer a sellable item. Instead, you can trade them, which I should have shown, but I didn't for some reason. You can trade them for specific things like the treasure maps, weapon attachments, more jewels for your treasures, There's just a lot of things in there, and like right there, I'm maxing out my knife, or I was going to, but you can see you can repair it, and you can also repair your body armor, which is super nice. I know in the original it was just kind of a static, constant health thing for it, but I do like the addition I have to upgrade it because it does remind you to be frugal with your money and stay on your toes. I'm just kind of showing it off there because I'm pretty proud of that. I've actually had it maxed out for about 2 chapters now. In here, I go into it after I save, is the charms and the attaché cases. All these little charms you get from the shooting ranges, which if you've played the original, you know that the merchant has little mini games you can play with the guns, and you use these coins to get these, and they have different effects, like more effective healing herbs, or the striker makes you run faster, which is a play on the Dipman glitch, and I really love it. But yeah, this game far exceeds all my expectations, and I'm gonna rate it and give it a solid 10 out of 10. I highly recommend it, especially if you've played the original or you're jumping into Resident Evil. It is a really good time. I've enjoyed my entire run with it so far, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you're having a good day. If you're watching early on, have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!